Alright, so how to disappear and come back successful. So recently, funnily enough, I just enlisted in the Marines. I'm leaving September 17th. Hopefully these videos go on until November-ish. I'm gonna back record a bunch of videos while I'm in boot camp. But besides the fact of that, there's a reason that I did it, right? And not only so that I could find purpose, because I've become completely directionless. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this YouTube channel would be way more successful than it is now. And that's not to say that I'm not gonna keep going. I'm definitely gonna uphold my values and keep going. But sometimes you need to disappear completely and reassess yourself, right? So in this video, I'm going to kind of teach you guys the couple things that I'm going to do in the next couple months so that I could reassess myself and come back stronger than ever. If you guys like the video, definitely make sure to like and subscribe. We've been close to 1,000 subs for a minute, so definitely make sure you do your thing in the comments, like the video, subscribe. It means a lot to me. But the first thing is to say no to friends and family, right? So if you really think about it, your life is comprised of favors. It's just favors here, favors there. All you do all day is just favors, right? And sometimes on your day off, all you're doing is a favor for somebody that could take 4 to 5 hours out of your day, when those 4 to 5 hours can be used very, very wisely. Once I started to say no to friends and family, and I'm not saying no, but like acting busy and just acting unavailable, that's when I started to free up a lot more time. I started to see that my midday was not taken and I was able to do productive things like my scripts and my YouTube videos and things of that nature. And that's when I started to focus a lot more on my physical fitness as well, because I started to see how much higher it went when I was extremely focused, when I wasn't rushing. Because that's another thing, when you have a lot more time, you don't rush as much, which is extremely important. It's something that you should take into consideration when it comes to making your schedule. How much time are you spending on other people? And then how much time are you spending on your projects? And speaking of projects, the next thing that you should be doing is to just choose one, maybe two. That's a big maybe. In this case, just choose one project to go all in on. Like for me, it's my YouTube channel. I've pretty much ditched all of my other projects. When I go to the Marines and I finish boot camp and I come back, I'm literally going to just choose one project so that I can go absolutely crazy on it, focus completely on it, and hopefully find some success in it as well. And that's because you don't want your mind to go a million directions at once. It is very bad when you have your mind in a million places. I'm sure everybody watching this video can relate, but when your mind is just free falling, you can't really sit down and focus on that one thing, you know what I mean? So just choose one project that you can go all in on. And the next thing that I started to do is to find my purpose. That's something that I'm doing with the Marines. I do feel very directionless right now, and I feel like with the Marines, it's going to help me find that structure. It's going to help me find that routine that I've been looking for, and it's also going to give me a purpose to wake up every day, because now I have a team that I have to uphold myself to, you know what I mean? Now I have to keep myself in check so that my partners aren't, caught, God forbid, in the heat of battle because of me. So finding a purpose and chasing that purpose is extremely relevant to this subject, because even when you're alone, you need to uphold yourself to yourself. You need to show yourself that you can trust yourself. And I know that sounds crazy, but when you want to get into a new project and then you tell yourself, nah, I'm probably gonna give up anyways, that's you not trusting yourself. And if you can't trust yourself, you're gonna end up really finding a lot of potholes in your journey. So part of disappearing is finding that purpose, finding that one project to go in on, finding that reason that you're going so hard, and holding on to that reason, holding on to that why. You need to bring your why back and bring your attention back to yourself. That's the whole goal of this whole thing. Find your why and then find your own attention. Create times in your schedule to give yourself attention. And I'm not talking about play video games or watch movies. I'm talking about working on your own craft, working on your own abilities. And the next thing I was doing was figuring out what was distracting me, right? For me, it was the favors. For you, it might not be that. It might be that you scroll too much on Instagram or you play too much video games. Figure out what's distracting you and tackle it with intention. Because if you figure out what's bothering you and you tackle it with intention, you're going to find an extreme level of success, because now you have the reasoning and now you have a physical sense of what you can do to overcome that. Let's say it's video games and you're like, for me, scrolling was also a problem, and it was because I had FOMO. I don't know why. I thought I was going to miss out on the latest, trendiest thing for some reason. When I figured out that my phone is always going to have new things going on, there's always going to be a new trend, there's always going to be something going on, that's when I realized, hey, there's no point in chasing it. I don't need to chase the media or chase the new trends. I can just focus on my own path. I could be productive, and the feeling is better when I'm productive, because then when you complete the task, like after this video, I'm going to feel really good completing this task. But figure out what's distracting you. And another thing that I kind of wanted to add to the learn to say no to friends is to tell people straight up what you're doing. They'll leave you alone. If they really care about you, they'll leave you alone. They'll be like, oh, okay, hey man, I'm going to be locking in for the next couple months. I'm not going to talk to you as much. I'm not saying that I'm not going to talk to you, but I'm not going to talk to you as much. And he should be going, all right, bro, you got my support. Let me know if anything, if you ever want to work out or do anything, I got you. That's how it's supposed to go. And that's going to allow you to become the man that you want to be, which is the next tip. Become who you want to be. I treat this YouTube stuff like a full-time job. You should be treating your passion like a full-time job. You should not be treating it like a passion project, like a hobby. It should be the thing that you come home from work, you sit down, and you're like, all right, it's time to work hard. It's time to work on this project right here. Become the person that you want to be. I'm sure you guys heard this before. If you want to write a book, don't write the book. Become a writer. That's extremely important. And the last thing, biggest one, don't use time as an excuse. You always have more time. There's always a way to get it in, whether it's the gym, whether it's your project, doesn't matter if you work 12-hour shifts, figure it out. There is always more time. That's something that you need to master. It's a skill set. Use care as your next reason that something didn't pan out. Not time, use care. Don't go, oh, I didn't have enough time. Go, I didn't care enough. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Instead of, dang, bro, I didn't get to record my video tonight because I've just been so tired and I got home from work late. No, I got home from work late. I'm really tired and I don't care enough to record my video. Start to change your vocabulary in your head with intention, and you're going to see how much time you really have. Oh, dang, I didn't care enough to go to the gym after work because I'm tired from work. I didn't care enough to do it. Instead of I didn't have enough time, it's I didn't have enough care. I didn't care enough. But that's a big one. That's something that I started to do a lot, and it's a newer one to me too. And that's when I've realized that, dang, bro, I do have the time. I just don't care enough. And especially with these videos, because I'm seeing no results, and it's been over a year already, and I'm going to go to the Marines, and now I have to back up 3 months worth of video because I want to keep this rolling. I want to keep these videos going even while I'm away. Maybe I'll hit the 1,000 subs. But use care as a replacement for time. But yeah, guys, those are some things that I'm doing to disappear, come back successful. Hopefully I do good in the Marines. Cannot believe I signed up for that. That's like the craziest thing I've ever done. Sometimes I do regret it a little bit. I don't know why I did that. But hey, it's a big challenge that I'm ready to overcome. I'm ready to go for it. I'm going to miss a lot of people. It's going to suck. But I know the man I'm going to become at the end of it is going to be amazing. I'm always going to work hard on this YouTube channel, man. I'm always going to work hard on this YouTube channel. The childhood me wouldn't accept the apology if I gave up on this channel. But definitely make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Hopefully I do good in the military. And see you guys in the next one. Peace.